Hey Deep Chatters, I'm Leah Morris here with my co-host Jennifer Butler, and this is Deep Chats Podcast, where we have raw discussions about real life. Each week you can expect unfiltered, no BS conversations from the heart about topics that actually might matter to you. We're just a couple of relationship coaches who want to cut through the small talk and dive deeper. So thanks for joining us on this journey, and be sure to subscribe to the show so you never miss an episode. All right. Hey, Deep Chatters. This is our very first Deep Chats podcast episode, and we're so excited to have a little introductory episode for you all to get a taste of who we are, why we created this, and why you should listen. My name is Leah Morris, and I'm here with my co-host.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Butler. So happy to be here. Hi, Deep Chatters.
Yeah, we kind of just wanted to just dive right in and talk about what I guess makes this different, right? From any other podcast. And I think there's a lot of layers to this here, but maybe we should start out by I'll just introduce who I am. So I'm Leah Morris, as I said, and I'm a life and relationship transition coach. And I've been doing this for about 3 years now. I came to it through my own personal journey of growth, sort of waking up, a lot more introspection, and finding, myself, why it's important to be talking about things like we're planning on talking about, and having more vulnerable conversations. And I met Jenn because you're in a similar field as me, and we connected over another podcast that we got the opportunity to be on. So do you want to?
Yeah. So I'm Jennifer Butler, and I am also a love and relationship coach. You probably know me as Jenn Joy Coaching if you have interacted with me before. And I have been doing this, I guess on and off for the last 4 years. And I came to this through my own divorce and really watching my own life, sort of the life I had created, just kind of fall out from under me, and really committing to building and creating and choosing into a life that I am really, really excited about and makes me feel very aligned and on purpose, on mission. And I think, at the hallmark of my work is really I just want to infuse love in the world. And I feel like no matter what we go through, whether it's a divorce or death or, losing a job, whatever that is, you can do it in a way that is, that comes from love. You can do it in a way that allows you to expand. Mm-hmm. And that's it. That's what I want to help teach people and inspire people to do. So Leah and I were introduced to one another because I was hosting another podcast, and she and I got introduced. We got on a quick 10-minute phone call. It turned into an hour, I think. And we just dove into such heartfelt, vulnerable conversation with one another. And at the end, we were like, gosh, I wish we could have recorded that. And then Deep Chats podcast became an idea and was born.
And I love that. I love our little romance story.
I know.
I feel like and we've talked about this before, but it's when things are so aligned and so on purpose, I feel like synchronicities just happen and you get into this flow. I mean, we were having this conversation, our very first conversation ever, a month ago, and to agree on so many levels about what we want to create with our ability to actually have these deeper conversations and the intention behind all of it. A month later, here we are creating our first episode, which is so awesome.
So exciting.
So exciting. And I think at our core, what you said, is just this, this need to create conversations where every single experience we have is an opportunity to expand, an opportunity to have more love and compassion. But I think like you can't have that expansion, you can't have that love and compassion without being willing to go there. And I
Yeah,
think like it becomes tenfold when you can go there with other people who are going there as well. So that's kind
absolutely.
of right the point of this.
Yeah, I mean, so what you can expect from us every week is these unscripted, just like right now, unscripted, unfiltered, honest, authentic, real, vulnerable, heartfelt conversations about everything and anything, you know. I think what we're really striving to do here is just be real, just be raw, just, you know, talk about things, whether we agree or disagree, but talk about things below the surface. Like, what does that look like? What does it look like to actually talk to somebody in a way that really allows you to see their heart? It really allows you to go deeper, really allows you to open up your own heart and maybe see a different perspective or feel into something. And you don't, Leah and I have never met each other, you know, but I can probably feel her heart, you know, in the same way that I might, you know, might be like my best friend, or, you know, it's like we really can feel into each other in this deeper way.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, and I think another piece of that too is that because it's so unscripted and so unfiltered, you're going to see a side of coaches, of people who are normally sort of teaching and advising and guiding. You're going to see a side of us that's on the other end. We're going to be in the process.
Yeah.
And I think that's like our favorite place to be. Because that's how we came to this work is being in our own process and being in our own experience. And so you're gonna see us in a way that may be a little more relatable, I feel, in a way that we're not just here to tell you, we're here to show you this is what it means to have a raw conversation of this is what it means to not have all the answers. This is what it means to say I don't know, or to disagree with somebody, or to, I don't know, be thinking about something for the very first time and not have a fully formed opinion.
Yeah.
But we're going to be talking about some hard stuff sometimes, sometimes also some lighter things, but things that we believe are important and are actually catalyzing conversations to bring us all closer together. Um, and and I think also, you know, it's easy to have these conversations in certain situations, like when you're at, you know, when you're with your best friend or at a music festival or having, you know, these experiences that really bring those things out of us. We're here to say like we can have these every day, we can have these with people we barely even know, and so this is how to do it. And I think because you and I have never met, it makes it a lot more interesting because we also aren't planning any of this. Like it's just kind of like, well, let's just see what comes out. And it's a little bit awkward at first and a little bit uncomfortable, but that's like how these conversations are had in real life too, where it's like, I don't know where the other person stands here, but I'm just going to say what's on my heart and
Mhm.
allow myself to be received by that other person.
Yeah, and allow myself to be vulnerable. And look, like we live in this world where there's a lot of alone, you know, aloneness, loneliness, you know, we're behind these screens. Um, and I think now more than ever, just learning how to connect with each other in a deep way is just so, so essential. I mean, there's so much isolation and there doesn't need to be. We can still remain connected
Mm-hmm.
in this heartfelt way, this soul level way, even if we're, you know, through a computer screen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Let's see what
So,
else.
yeah, I mean, I think that's what you're going to get. We will be going live once a week.
Yes.
And not scripting, not planning. You know, we will just have a topic and you will kind of see us sometimes flounder through it and sometimes be emotional and sometimes have breakthrough moments and ahas, and, you know, you're just going to see the real, raw, unfiltered side of us.
Yeah. Yeah. And we're going to have guests on once a month. That's the plan. Guests that may or may not agree with our perspective. We want to be on purpose about all of this, because I think it's also really easy to talk to people who, you know, are on in your tribe, like have the same points of view as you, but how do you have respectful, loving, compassionate, expansive conversations with people who don't have the same point of view as you? I think that we can find connection with people who are, you know, going through life completely differently. And so we're going to have guests on that from time to time. We'll have opposing views as from us, and just see how that conversation goes, and show you how to talk with people in a way that does have that love and respect. And I guess just to give an idea of like the range of topics on our list right now of possible topics to talk about, we have death, we have divorce, we have what else? Do you remember?
Falling in love, parenting, you know, friendships. We were just talking about having a conversation about law of attraction and what that really means, and
millennials.
Yeah, I mean, just anything and everything. So reach out to us. You know, you'll have our email address. You'll be able to contact us through our Instagram page. And any topics you want to hear us talk about, any questions you have, any ideas you have, anything like that, please, please, please just reach out, share them with us. If you have a question that you have been sort of contemplating in your own life and you want to hear some heartfelt conversation around it, share that question with us. And, you know, maybe Leah and I will take on that question and try to explore it ourselves and see what we can come up with. So, you know, we're open. We are excited to be engaged and interactive with all of you. And we're just really looking forward to seeing what unfolds and what happens and just where this journey takes us.
So excited.
Yeah.
Oh my God. All right. So tune in. Once a week, we will be delivering more deep chats with you. Like Jen said, please engage with us, and we're excited to begin.
See you soon, Deep Chatters. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. To all you Deep Chatters out there, Leah and I want to thank you so much for listening. This is a podcast that's all about connection, so we'd love to hear from you. Connect with us on Instagram at Deep Chats Podcast. And if you haven't already, please go to iTunes to rate and review us. Every review helps other Deep Chatters just like you be able to find this podcast.